So in this video, we'll look at the condition for orthogonal or perpendicular vectors. So two vectors are called orthogonal if and only if the dot product of both vectors are equals to 0. So first we try, in order to determine whether two vectors are orthogonal or not. So first we try to find the dot product. So if the output of the dot product is 0, which means that they are orthogonal or perpendicular. So let's say given vector v and vector w. So and vector v is orthogonal to vector w if and only if the dot product is equals to 0. So if you look at this example, determine whether the vector a and vector v are orthogonal. So first, we don't know whether it's orthogonal or not. So what we do is we try to find the dot product. So you can see that the dot product of vector A and vector B. So here is the calculation. So we try to find the dot product, and here the output is 0. So based on this definition, if the output is 0, like example 6, so since the dot product of vector A and vector B is equals to 0. So we can make the conclusion that the vector A and vector B are orthogonal or perpendicular. So if you look at this exercise 6, given that vector A and vector B, so vector A is 1, 3, and 2, but you can see that in vector B is 1 over 3, I and negative PK are orthogonal. So this question mentioned that vector B, A, and B are orthogonal. So they is already mentioned they are orthogonal. So if they are orthogonal, we have to remember that the dot product of vector A and vector B suppose is equals to 0. So the question is find the value of P. So first what I do is I try to transform the vector B in the coordinate form. So it means that here is 1 over 3, 1 and negative P. So next I try to find the dot product of vector A and vector B, and equals to 0. Why? Because they are orthogonal. So dot product of vector A, we let the dot product of vector A and vector B equals to 0. So the vector A is 1, 3, and 2, whereas the coordinate of vector B is 1 over 3, 1, and negative B. So we try to find the dot product and equate to 0. So 1 times 1 over 3 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 times negative p. And this is equals to 0. So here we should have 1 over 3 plus 3 minus 2p is equals to 0. So since my 2p is in the negative form, what I do is I try to move to the right hand side so that it can become positive. So 1 over 3 plus 3, suppose here we should get 10 over 3 is equals to positive 2p. So p will be 10 over 3 divided by 2. So if I divide by 2, I should have 5 over 3. So this is the value of the p. If the question mentioned that vector A and vector B are orthogonal, so we can let the dot product of A and B equals to 0. Why? Because they are orthogonal.